How does it feel this year? Because you had to get used to it losing last season, and now all of a sudden you have to get used to winning every week.
Yeah, we've had a huge turnaround of players. I think it's something like 30, close to 30 players got sort of in and out, and so we've had a massive turnaround. Obviously, me and Needham have seen the comings and goings, but this season's been brilliant. Obviously, a league below makes a massive difference, but it's the winning feeling. You can't beat it, really, as you know, and. It makes your weekend. It makes your life. It makes your life a little bit easier. So at the minute, you know, obviously yesterday was a disappointing result because it feels like a loss rather than a draw. But in the overall scheme of things, it's still unbeaten and still going well.
I spoke to you when you beat the record of clean sheets, and you said you wanted to put it out of sight for anybody else.
It is incredible when you look at this, Rob. Actually, see it written down there in blue and white, really, isn't it? To examine all those clean sheets. At what point did it start getting talked about, the fact that you kept keeping clean sheets?
I think after the Brighton game, someone said, "Oh, 2 more games and you'll equal the club record." Oh, shut up! Don't say that. That's a kiss of death. But yeah, I think at the end of the Barnsley game, it was kind of the game was dead. It was last 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it dawned on everyone that it was kind of like just a focus of, is he going to keep a clean sheet between now and the end of the game, just to win as a game. But the guys have been great. I mean, looking at the clips here, I mean, they're pretty routine saves, really, in the overall scheme of things. And you know, the work that I've had to do has been so minimal because the guys in front of me have been so good. Obviously, yesterday was a disappointment because we conceded a couple of goals, but realistically, 4 goals in, what was it, 11 games we've conceded so far this season. It's been brilliant.
And as you say, there must be a great understanding amongst the whole of the back four and yourself in order to keep a clean sheet for all those games. And that communication, is it something you work on in training particularly?
I think it comes naturally. I think you know, that we've got obviously with Chief as well, we've got obviously what helps is everyone speaks the same language all of a sudden, which was a problem last season, that you know, we had so many languages, so many different barriers to come over, to get it across. So much was in the heat of the moment. You speak to someone whose English isn't their first language, that all of a sudden they've got to translate it into some other language, into another language, to then translate it back to get and all of it, the moment's gone.
It just takes too long.
And it takes too long, and so that's a massive thing. We've obviously got, and then the experience of the likes of Clint and Hilly and Chief that makes a huge difference. You know, we realistically, everyone knows where they should be, and everyone knows, you know, all of a sudden you just kind of, you're in position, you shout to Danny pretty much where, you know, and he's already there. You know, you shout to him right shoulder, left shoulder, something like that. He's there. He's on it. So in that respect, it makes my life a whole lot easier.